Are you looking for the best 4K TVs? In this video we will look at some of the best 4K TVs on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Samsung S90C OLED. The best 4K TV we've tested is the Samsung S90C OLED. It's an incredible 4K TV that looks amazing in a dark room, as bright highlights and HDR content stand out incredibly well, with no distracting blooming or haloing around bright areas of the scene. Its QD-OLED panel has much brighter and more vibrant colors than the OLED panels found on TVs like the LG C2 OLED or LG C3 OLED. It runs Samsung's Tizen OS smart interface, which is easy to use and has a great selection of streaming apps and games. The TV is also great for gaming thanks to its near-instantaneous response time, so there's no noticeable ghosting behind fast-moving objects. Its input lag is extremely low, resulting in a very responsive gaming experience, and it has a few great gaming features, including FreeSync variable refresh rate support to reduce screen tearing. Finally, it supports HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on all 4 HDMI ports, meaning you can take full advantage of the Xbox Series X and PS5, including 4K at 120Hz support. It has a higher-tier model, the Samsung S95C OLED, but it's more expensive and is only a marginal improvement over the S90C, so the cheaper model is the better buy for most people. Number 2. Sony A95K OLED. If you want the absolute best TV for a basement home theater, get the Sony A95K OLED. It's significantly more expensive than the Samsung S95B OLED. Still, it's better for a home theater setup as it has wider format support than the Samsung TV and delivers a more accurate image overall, especially in HDR. It supports Dolby Vision HDR, which is more widely supported than Samsung's competing HDR10 Plus format, ensuring you'll enjoy the best HDR experience possible. It also supports more advanced audio formats than the S95B, like Dolby DTS X pass-through over eARC, so you don't have to worry about what audio formats are used on your favorite movies. It displays an incredibly wide HDR color gamut, and its tone mapping is nearly perfect, meaning images look the way the content creator intended. It also gets very bright, so HDR content stands out, and colors are bright and vibrant. This TV's successor, the Sony A95L, is now out. We'll receive it in our labs soon, so we'll know how it compares to the A95K. Number 3. Samsung QN90C/QN90CD QLED. If you're not in a completely dark room, the benefits of the Samsung S90C OLED or Sony A95K OLED are less noticeable, so an LED TV like the Samsung QN90C/QN90CD QLED might be a better choice. This TV delivers excellent picture quality, with deep blacks and very bright highlights that stand out the way the content creator intended. It's a fantastic choice for a bright living room thanks to its high peak brightness and superb reflection handling, so glare isn't an issue. It looks good in a dark room, but it relies on a mini LED backlight to produce deep blacks, so there's more noticeable blooming around bright objects than on the Samsung. It's a great TV for any use. It has a great selection of gaming features, including HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on all 4 HDMI inputs, meaning you can enjoy 4K at 120Hz or up to 4K at 144Hz on its two smallest sizes, gaming from recent consoles or a recent PC GPU. This TV's predecessor, the Samsung QN90B QLED, is getting harder to find in certain sizes. Overall, it's very similar to the QN90C, so it's a great alternative if you find it for a cheaper price. Number 4. LG C2 OLED. If you want something cheaper than the Samsung S90C OLED, the best mid-range TV we've tested is the LG C2 OLED. It's an incredible TV that delivers similar picture quality to the Samsung model. It uses a different type of OLED panel that delivers the same perfect blacks in a dark room, but its colors aren't as bright and vibrant as those found on QD OLED TVs, and HDR content doesn't stand out as well due to the LG's lower peak brightness. Still, it's a fantastic choice for gamers, thanks to its wide range of gaming features. Like the Samsung TV, all 4 of its HDMI ports have HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, as well as support for FreeSync, HDMI 4M VRR, and GSANC variable refresh rate (VRR) technologies, ensuring a nearly tear-free gaming experience from any VRR-compatible source. It's not as good as the S90C or the Samsung QN90C/QN90CD QLED in a bright room, but that's normal when dropping a price point. The LG C3 OLED is now out, and it has some advantages over the C2. But it's also more expensive, which aligns with the S90C's price point. As the Samsung is the better TV overall, either go for the cheaper C2 or jump to the Samsung.